If you receive a mysterious Vanta black envelope, don't open it. It could save your life.
I started receiving weird VHS tapes in the mail. I never asked for them, but they keep arriving day after day. In every package is a note telling me the exact time to share it with the world, to get it seen by as many people as possible. If I don't, they said, bad things will happen. The following presentation is the contents of one of those tapes. Please help me and watch until the end.
I woke up to the sound of chirping birds and rustling leaves this morning. I always loved living here in Willow Falls, mostly because it always has been a very quiet little town. However, something felt different. I mean, the setting was the same, but it all seemed to move in slow motion, like an invisible force wanted to slow down time to observe the behavior of all living things. I always like having my breakfast on my back porch because the view is amazing. There's a little brook behind my house surrounded by a very beautiful small forest. It feels amazing being able to witness the wonders of nature daily. Right when I was about to head out, I heard a knock on the front door and then a thud. I knew it was the mailman dropping whatever letters or ads I had come in. As I looked through them, I noticed a rather peculiar black envelope. It wasn't black paper per se, but it looked like a normal envelope was coated in something black. It was the blackest black I have ever seen. It was addressed to me, but it had no sender, and it was sealed with a golden sticker that had a syringe with blood dripping from the needle printed on it. Odd. I proceeded to open the envelope and it said that I could win $3,000 if I accepted to participate in a trial in a medical facility that was located in the next city. It continued by saying that the trial was supervised by the best medical unit in the country and its purpose was to find out if the human mind can be altered by using 2 brand new compounds designed specifically for that purpose. The risks were inexistent, it said in the letter, but if it worked exactly like they wanted it to work, my life would be changed forever and I'd find things I never knew were possible to encounter by a human being. The letter ended with a "the team can't wait to have you here" message, and it was signed by Dr. Xavier Fontenot. You'd think this was stupid, and who the hell would go for just $3,000, right? Especially if you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. Well, the answer is me. I didn't even hesitate. I used to be a construction worker but lost my job a few months back and haven't been able to find anything since, and I have tried. Believe me, the debt was piling up every day and the bills were stacking up like crazy, so to make that amount in just a few hours for a stupid trial, I drove for almost 2 hours, and upon arrival, I saw a large metallic facility built exactly in the middle of a cornfield. I parked my car somewhere behind it and knocked on the door. I was greeted by a man in a white coat that had a patch with the same logo like that on the envelope. He welcomed me to the New Horizons Medical Center and I signed a form and got it. On each side of the walls, there was some sort of tubes with red and black liquid in the, constantly pumping and mixing up and down. Michael, the man I was with, led me into a white room illuminated by a very bright light. He told me to sit on a chair and wait until the head of the medical unit would arrive and fill me in on the process. I thought I heard a muffled scream somewhere in another room and instantly asked myself if what I did was the right thing. I became anxious in waiting for the person who was supposed to come when I heard the door opening. "Hello, James. I am Dr. Xavier Fontenot and I am so glad that you decided to participate in this trial that we are doing. This could be a groundbreaking achievement for all humanity," he said, and I instantly saw the crazy in his eyes. I heard the doors open and 2 guys came in with another chair that had strapping bands. They left it there and locked the door. Fontenot asked me to sign an NDA and he showed the $3,000 in cash stashed in an envelope in $100 bills. I asked what the chair was for before signing and he told me that I'd need to be strapped to because things might have gotten a little bit intense after I drank the liquid. He didn't say anything about the needle that he'd stick in my eye, nor did he warn me about the 2 men that came and forcibly strapped me to the chair. I began screaming and kicking, demanding to be let out. Lights out. There was a TV in front of me that suddenly began playing video clips of violent events. People being tortured or killed. Freak accidents happening. Screams. People in chains being whipped while the skin parted and gave way to blood. Bombs being dropped. Men and women being executed by firing squads. Demented leaders giving speeches to sheep-like crowds who were cheering and clapping. Slabs of meat being cut and boiled. Things that made me break. Things that no one should ever see. Things that turned people insane. I had to watch those scenes on repeat for several hours and I felt tears coming out from the side of my bloodshot eyes. The TV suddenly turned off. The deaths and tortures, the screams and suffering came to an end. All that was left was a small white dot in the middle of the TV screen, which I began to be obsessed with within a matter of seconds. It seemed like it was drawing me to it, my mind too. As I felt my sanity leaving me, my mind crumbling down into the infinite depths of the sorrowful and depressingly dark abyss, I saw the dot growing larger, and larger, and larger. A hand extended towards me from inside that dot. I started screaming as I saw that instead of fingers it had syringes filled with black and red liquids. The doctor was gone. Everybody was gone from the room. I tried to unstrap myself from the chair, but it came to no avail. No, I was doomed to see the creature in its entirety. It slowly came out from the TV screen, its huge black legs slowly limping towards me. It was covered in a black thick liquid, probably tar, that dripped on the floor, making hissing sounds while it burned through it. Drip, drip, drip. I felt the straps slowly giving. It felt like I could make it. Yes, I freed myself. But it was too late. The hideous creature was looking at me, its shiny teeth grinning. It then stung me with the syringes it had, and I felt the alien liquid entering my body. I pushed it away and it hissed. I kicked it in the head and it screamed. I managed to open the door and hopped in my car and drove away back home. I tried calling the police, but it kept on disconnecting. Upon arrival, I noticed that the tiny spots where I was stung started bleeding. I screamed. I jumped into the shower to wash away all that filth and disease that I saw there. I felt my body slowly starting to hurt. Something inside me was twisting, making me vomit all over the bathroom. I looked in the mirror and I saw that the liquid came to my eyes. My left eye was red and my right one was black. The TV videos started playing before again, and again and again and again, and screams. The screams. Make them stop. There are messages now. Kill, kill, kill. These were constantly passing through my eyes. My mind has been overrun with these vile things. What's happening to me? Am I infected? Am I sick? I see myself in the mirror. My teeth are shiny now. My fingers are not mine anymore. There are syringes in their place.